I swear to God. I'm praying that they mention something worthy of substance. Appreciate the donos, man. I really do, bro. Like, y'all niggas fucking with the kid today. And that's gonna get us like to that next level, bro. That's really gonna get us right, like genuinely, dog. Like, all right, cool. All right, this over with. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Ooga booga da stooga dooga.
NBA 2K26 stream. It has been a really fun week watching all of the videos from the creators who are at Community Day, and I myself have to say I've spent many hours watching gameplay breakdowns, Jono's interviewing Mike Wang, best builds to make, threat part gameplay, much more. So if you have not seen those videos, definitely go check those out. I'm going to plug them at the beginning of the stream today. Your favorite creators have been posting videos, and of course our NBA 2K social channels have posted a lot of those Community Day videos. But today, we are, of course, here to talk about the one many of you have been waiting for, and that is going to be the city. But as always, we are going to start off with some housekeeping items.
Stop talking, bro.
Keep in mind that today, when we talk about the city, this is about the Gen 9 version of NBA 2K26.
They don't pay you to
the version of the game that is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and the Nintendo Switch 2. We do also have Twitch drops enabled today, and it is the last chance to earn these 2 locker codes for NBA 2K26, and these are codes that you will be able to use once you get 2K26 later this week. So if you watch for 30 minutes, which many of you have already on our My Team stream, you will get 2 double XP coins to help you level up in Season 1, and by the way, we are going to talk about Season 1 rewards later this week. Many of you saw there on the roadmap as well. If you keep watching another hour though, and watch for a total of 90 minutes, you will get a 92 overall or higher free agent pack in My Team, and also 5 skill boosts per category for a total of 30 skill boosts for your My Player. Now, keep in mind that Twitch drops are on Twitch, so if you're watching on TikTok or YouTube or X, come over to Twitch at twitch.tv/NBA2K if you want to earn these locker codes. One more thing, our Summer Creator Challenge is also ending soon, so if you are posting videos that break down or react to any of our 2K26 Courtside reports, any of the ones that have already happened, or today's, it is up to you, make sure you put the hashtag NBA2K Challenge on it. And you know, I've seen some videos have forgot, and we're counting them anyways, because we want to help you all unlock this locker code. Because when there are 2026 videos throughout the entire summer, you will unlock this locker code you see there in the middle that anyone in the community can use during early access for a drawstring bag and a My Team pack. And on top of that, don't forget that if you did make a video, go to the website at that link, fill out the form, and actually submit your video, because that is how you enter the drawing for 1 million VC, and we are going to pick 26 winners that each get 1 million VC each. But that is enough for me. You know, it wouldn't be a 2K26 stream if I didn't have a lot to say at the start of the show. But now let's bring in our special guest from the community. Dax, long time no see. How you doing, sir?
Hola. I just saw you last week. I just saw you. Hola, chat. What's poppin', man? Hey, we in for a good one. I gotta say, usually I like to go into these things a little surprised, but it's gonna help myself today. I'm
he couldn't help himself.
Let's get it to him.
I sent it to him, and I know he watched it right away. I was like, usually he tries to keep it a surprise, but this time I knew Stacks couldn't. But look, as promised, we are about to get our full look at the city. That includes the new park,
you know, that's just
much
$200
more. And to start, we are going to show you all the city teaser. That is just some highlights to get you ready and wake you up. You know, if it's early in the morning for you, we hope this teaser gets you some energy. And then right after that, we are going to go straight into a nearly 10-minute Courtside report video with our dev team and Tyrese Halliburton breaking it all down for you in full. So I am ready. The chat looks ready, Stacks. They're saying we're taking too long.
Yeah, they're ready.
Do it.
Let's go ahead and lock in, and let's get that trailer popping, man. I had to cut Evan off. Let's get it, man.
What's up, y'all? Tyrese Halliburton here with Eric from NBA 2K to guide you through this year's city. The city in NBA 2K26 is driven by hoops, with a more accessible and competitive layout to keep you on the court more often. Now let's get to it.
In In NBA 2K26, the city is even more accessible and convenient, making it easier to visit points of interest and, most importantly, get on the court faster. The first thing you'll notice when entering the city is how buttery smooth and fluid the movement and camera panning feels. For the first time, we are now running at 60 frames per second citywide on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X consoles. Based entirely on community feedback, the city also received new lighting improvements, including a fixed time of day that will reduce harsh shadows and sunlight when playing games outdoors in places like the park. This year, the city features an open-air plaza with a Gatorade training facility, event center, arena, and other locations all within walking distance. The theater, rec, proving grounds, swags, and more line the perimeter of the city, making it easy to go door to door to play in all of the refreshed lobbies, courts, and arenas. Not only is it easier and faster to get on the court, but with the new swap build feature, you no longer need to leave the city in order to swap between your My Players. Seamlessly change to another build best suited to what your squad needs, right on the spot. NBA 2K26 builds on 2K25's goal of a more intimate and accessible world. You can see just about every area in the city no matter where you are standing, and very quickly go from one place to another. Long a defining feature of NBA 2K, parks are back in NBA 2K26 with bold new features to make every season and even every day a new experience. Parks in NBA 2K26 have been designed with a more natural and grounded feel for a more realistic aesthetic, typical of what you'd see in a real-life environment. Access the park in 2K26 by entering the giant rotating basketball that not only serves as the centerpiece of the city, but also as your gateway to a new location featuring stunning courts. Every 6 weeks at the start of a new season, a different park environment will be introduced. Along with a number of new original designs, you will also find yourself playing in complete HD remasters of all of our iconic NBA 2K16 parks. Season 1's park is a brand new locale called Skyline Park. Set in a magnificent urban environment, Skyline Park captures the essence of hooping and competing on your favorite neighborhood courts. Team up with your friends and visit the park to start competing for bragging rights and big rewards. To support our complete redesign of parks, we've also added park MVPs, streak setters, and streak breakers to make things a little more interesting and a lot more competitive. Park MVPs, the top rep player in each park, will be marked with a park MVP icon, visible above their head and also in the bird's eye view of the courts so you can easily spot where they are playing. Playing against the Park MVP can be a very rewarding experience. If you can defeat the Park MVP, you'll earn 5x rep and 5x VC for that game. The Park MVP bonus is earnable every 3 hours, so get out there and chase them down. Streak setters. Etch your greatness in the park by setting the longest win streak for a court in the current season. The players with the longest streak on each court will have their names spotlighted right on the court for all to see. On the flip side, the all-new Streak Breakers feature will reward you with VC for ending another team's active win streak. The longer your opponent's streak, the more VC you'll earn for snapping it. There's no limit to how many Streak Breaker bonuses you can earn in a day, so get out there and chase those big streaks. Lastly, all park games in NBA 2K26 will give you a 25% rep bonus all year long for all games played. Come celebrate the revamped park experience with us, and we'll see you out there. In NBA 2K26, we've replaced affiliations in favor of a more custom, community-driven approach with an all-new feature called Cruise. Cruise is a feature where you can team up with your friends and community members to earn great rewards. Simply play games or work with your crew to complete weekly goals that help you rise through the ranks of all 30 crew levels, earning rewards in the process. You can unlock custom-branded crew clothing featuring your own uploaded crew logo, VC and rep bonuses, unlimited boosts, max +1 badge perks, and yes, even cap breakers. Crews can be exclusive to you and your friends if you want, or you can grow your crew to a maximum of 50 players. Crews offer flexibility and a creative outlet for everyone. Your gamer plate will allow others to see which crew you are representing, your crew logo, and your crew level to show off your progress. Gather your crew and keep an eye on the crew leaderboard to see who is truly running the city. Challenges are a new feature in NBA 2K26 that offer a great way to both learn what the city has to offer as well as, well, challenge you to see what heights you can reach. Complete beginner, daily, seasonal, and lifetime challenges to earn VC, rep bonuses, exclusive cosmetics you can't get anywhere else, and yes, cap breakers. All you have to do is play, and the rewards will start flowing your way as you rack up stats and wins. Keeping the competitive theme going, we've added leaderboards all around the city so everyone can keep an eye on where they rank. In 2K26, there are new types of leaderboards to track your accomplishments. These include modes, geo-rank, and cruise. Mode leaderboards focus on the players with the most wins in the park, theater, the rec, proving grounds, starting five, and ante up. You can also view your own rank on these leaderboards to see how well you measure up against the competition. These leaderboards are updated daily, and the #1 ranked player in each mode will have a giant 12-foot statue of their My Player built right outside of that mode's building. Geo-rank leaderboards celebrate the most victorious players across the globe and allow you to filter by different geographical regions, including all 50 US states. If you are one of the top players in any region of the world, you will get a custom show-off flare shown during your pre-game intros. If you are the number 23 player in California or the number 7 player in France, everyone is going to know your name. So get out there and rep your home. The Pro-Am Summit is a new experience in NBA 2K26 that offers true, competitive, tournament-based team play. Twice a season, try your luck in the Pro-Am Summit and enter 3v3 and 5v5 tournaments to compete for citywide recognition and some awesome rewards. The Pro-Am Summit will take place every 3 weeks with competitive play happening on Saturday and Sunday of Summit weekends. To qualify, all your team needs to do is play 10 Pro-Am games together in the weeks leading up to the next Summit. During Summit weekend, each game your team plays is scored based on the outcome and your performances. The Pro-Am Summit leaderboard ranks each team by the sum of your 5 highest game scores for that weekend. The top 5, top 10, and top 100 teams will each receive elite rewards fit for the best organized teams in the city. Become basketball royalty in the new Street Kings game mode. Last year, Street Ball featured 3 courts spread out across the city, but this year we have centrally located the courts into one convenient, new location with lots of new features. Play solo or link up with 2 friends to challenge skilled CPU bosses. This all-in-one approach features a more cohesive look and feel with 3 very distinct and very cool courts to play on. Street Kings is a great way to level up your My Player and earn 40 levels of rewards that will give you a truly unique look out in the city. Upgrade your badges, test out new animations, and sharpen your skills on the Street Kings courts. The city is the home of basketball, but your My Court is your dedicated space to work on your game. Choose new drill options, practice your free throws, catch alley-oops, perfect put-back dunk timing, or freestyle to master all of the gameplay controls. For more focused practice, visit Learn 2K to improve your game with new additions that will make you a better player. Your My Court features new customization options that allow you to put your own stamp on the design. This year, you can customize the court floor with pre-designed floors earned through rewards, or you can even use the full court editor to design your own floor. Control every detail from the wood colors, line colors, logos, even the basket stanchion design itself can be customized to complete your look. It's been fun chatting about the new features and city improvements.
Appreciate you guys stopping by to kick it with me and Eric in the city. When NBA 2K26 drops on September 5th, y'all know where to find me. Can't wait to see you on the court, and I'll be ready for all the smoke. Pre-order NBA 2K26 Superstar or Leave No Doubt Edition and gain up to 7 days of early access. Grab your crew and start competing in the city.
Chat. Listen, man. I'm seeing W's in the chat. Everything. I had the same exact reaction all of y'all had, bruh. Might have to go in and say, man, Park might be back. I think Park is back, baby. It's time, man. I think this is gonna be a fun year for Park, for everybody that loves to play in the park. You are heavily incentivized to play there. So I'm excited, man. I'm ready.
You know, after I first saw this year's city myself, I was like, I cannot wait to show everybody what it looks like, all the features and all that. You know, some of you may remember a few weeks back on the roadmap stream, we talked about how your feedback on the city and the parks was heard. And hopefully today you finally get to see the new park environment. And it is not just one, but multiple parks. And hopefully you feel that we kept our promise there. But really, this city, as you can tell, it's really all about hoops. Well, I'm excited for it. And Stacks, I think we should take the chat for all the details one by one so that everyone just has time to kind of understand what they just saw. So I'm ready if you are.
Yes, sir. So let's start out with the city itself, man. I mean, it looked beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It looked lively. You know what I'm saying? We see some grass out there. How does it look and feel, man?
Yes, there is a lot of grass in that park. Well, I think this city's the perfect size, and it is not like this huge area anymore, right? This city doesn't have a ton of streets, turns, big buildings. And the dev team really implemented a lot of that feedback into making this city as accessible as possible, even more so than last year's. So when you load up into the city, you're kind of surrounded by this plaza. And as you turn around, you can see pretty much anywhere you want to go, right? Any of the main modes you want to play, your My Court, the NBA Arena, everything is kind of right there on that plaza. So you can really get into the games more quickly. But the other thing you'll notice right away is how smooth everything feels. We're not saying smooth just because we love saying things are smooth. As you heard the dev team explain, if you are playing on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and S, the city is now running on 60 frames per second. So I'm not going to get too technical, but if you think about a video as essentially a flip book of pictures, the faster you're flipping through the pictures, the smoother your video is going to look, right? So we have doubled that in the city to be 60 frames per second. So when you're walking around, when you're panning the camera around using your right stick, it all is going to feel and look much, much more fluid. And it's something that eventually you'll get accustomed to and it'll be normal to you. But the first time you go into this year's city, after playing 2K25 and any city before that, you will definitely notice that upgrade. So Stacks, that's, visually like the look and feel of the city, I think is great this year.
Yeah, man. I think so too. Looked beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Love the 60 frames out there, man. I think it's going to be a good year. Next up, let's talk about seasonal parks. All right. Y'all know your boy has been playing park since 2K14, man. Tell me more, Evan. We need the info.
Yeah, well, look, if you're like me and Stacks, you probably have very good memories playing in the park over 10 years ago. And as the years have gone on, the park evolved from place to play pickup games to the neighborhood, and then now it became the city in the last few years. But as you all just heard, so many of this year's upgrades are about bringing that excitement back to the park. So it's giving it more love, implementing your feedback. And the way you get there this year is at the center of the city. There is this rotating reflective basketball. That's where you enter to play in the park. But before you enter, you may notice that right above the entrance, it did say that the park is going to have a 25% rep bonus. And there are no tricks there. We want to make that clear. That means all park games do help you rep up faster. And, as you rep up faster, you're going to earn rewards like cap breakers and VC and a lot more that we're not going to spoil today. But there is a 25% rep bonus. And if that wasn't enough, of course, you saw that there is going to be a different park environment every single season. So Season 1's park is the one you saw the most in the trailer, and that is called Skyline Park. And it's a really beautiful design that really feels like going to a park near your house or maybe somewhere in your neighborhood. Lots of green grass. I know that's funny to say, but everybody's been asking for a lot more greenery, and that park definitely has a lot more greenery. And the dev team did give the city a fixed time of day. We mentioned this a few weeks back as well. So that means the sun is not moving around. And the benefit of that for you guys is that it means lighting improvements that are not going to have as many super dark shadows or super bright like sunlight spots that are on the court that many of you had said made it hard to see sometimes. But beyond that, every 6 weeks, there is going to be a different park. These little glimpses you see here, we're playing them on a loop because they go by really quick. And we want you to be able to see these parks because they're really, really nice. We have new ones like Hamilton Station and City Heights. They look amazing. And then, of course, our dev team is also bringing back all 4 of your favorite My Parks from 2K16. And for me personally, at least, I have to say, I've always felt that the 2K16 parks were the most memorable ones we have. And back then, I joined Sunset. So I mainly played in the Sunset Beach Park with the big fish tank. But now I'm excited that, every season I get to play in the other ones as well. So I get to go to Old Town, I get to go to Rivet as well. But Stacks, I forget, what affiliation were you back in like 10 years ago, essentially?
Back then, I was rocking with Rivet, man. I love the chain nets, and anybody that know Rivet know about those chain nets. It was amazing. But looking at the newest one we got, the first one, man, seeing grass, man, that to me was probably the first thing I noticed. Like, we really got grass out here. It looks crazy, and like I was saying, I feel like it definitely gives like the feel and the vibe of like just your local neighborhood park. I was looking at some of the details. They had like a bathroom back there, the bleachers, somebody backpack, shoes sitting next to the bleachers too. Like it gives like the full immersion of like you actually at your local neighborhood park. Anyway, more about the park.
Exactly.
Let's talk about park MVPs. Let's get it.
Yeah. So in the past, we've always displayed the top rep player, like in the current park server you're in, right? It's always been on the bird's eye view map. But it was really just to show off. But now that person is going to be designated as the MVP of the park. And they get an MVP logo that is going to show both above their head as they walk around, but also when you're in bird's eye view, you can kind of see where they are on the map. And the reason this person is called out for everybody to find them is that if you beat them, you will get 5 times rep and 5 times the amount of VC for that game. That is a lot of rep and VC. And you can do that once every 3 hours. So if you are the MVP, hopefully you can defend your crown. There are going to be people coming after you. And if you're not the MVP, I do encourage you to go try and hunt them down, because if I see Stacks is the MVP at any point when we boot up later this week, I don't know if he'll be there, but if he is the MVP in any of the parks I'm in, I am going to recruit a few creators to help me take him down so that I can get some VC and some rep, and we'll see what happens. But Stacks, yeah, I hope you are the park MVP at one park this Friday. We'll see what happens, and then I'm going to come find you.
Evan, that's sad. I thought you would want to team up with me, but instead you want to take me down. Moving forward, man.
I'm sorry.
Up, yeah, we talked a lot about breaking streaks, Evan. Let's talk a little bit more in depth about what you actually get for breaking these streaks.
Of course. And by the way, I see some people in the chat saying they got me Stacks, so I think I'm going to have enough backup to help take you down. But yeah, so going on win streaks, that's always been a key part of playing in the park, and we do want to celebrate that. So if you set the longest win streak for a court in the current season, your name is going to get spotlighted on a sign. There we go, right next to the court. That tells you, who was it and how long the streak record was on that court, so that you can take over that court. That's your court now, for now, until somebody else surpasses your streak. But on the flip side, you heard Eric in the video, he talked about streak breakers. And this is really awesome because this encourages you to go break active winning streaks around the park. And if you do, you will earn bonus VC. And these start at breaking 5-game win streaks. And then the longer your opponent's streak is, the more VC you can earn for snapping that streak. And once a streak is 20 wins in a row or more, every single win after that is 1,000 VC on the bonus that you would get for breaking it. So just to be super clear, that means if you are the one to break a 30-game win streak, you will get a 30,000 VC bonus for that game. And there is no limit to how many streaks you can break. So if you want to be a disruptor that goes around the park, finds all the people with the highest streaks to try to go play them and break their streak, you may be earning yourself a lot of VC. So that could be the move. But that's what's new in the park. I hope that you guys feel this brings energy back to the park, more rewarding, and plus it just looks better too. And it's really fun to play. So Stacks and I will definitely be seeing you there. We are going to be playing that on stream either this Friday or next Friday. We are going to see you there in the park.
Can't lie, Evan. Park, man, the park sounded lit. This sounds like it's going to be a really great year for park. All of the park heads that have been playing 2K these last few years, this is your time to shine, man. Park content, I think, is going to be at an all-new high this year. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing what the community can do with it. Moving forward, we're going to talk about crews. Speaking of crews, Evan trying to assemble one. Let's get a little bit more detail about crews.
Yeah, so we've had a crew mode in NBA 2K before, but we just want to make it clear that this is not the same thing, although I think that might have been obvious as you heard about it. But this is an all-new feature for 2K26, and it is really about letting you bring your friends together to form your own affiliation, kind of. So you can have a small group. It could just be you and your usual squad mates that form a crew, but you can also have a bigger crew that goes up to 50 players. And yes, if you are in a crew, you can pick a name, a logo, the colors, all that good stuff for your crew. That does show up on your gamer plate underneath your feet to show off which of the crews that you're representing. So that's kind of the menu that you saw there. It was really quick in the trailer. We wanted to make sure you guys saw this, that you can customize your crew. And crews, of course, do have rewards. So as you play games, you can complete weekly goals together, and you will level up to earn 30 levels of crew rewards that include custom clothing with your crew logos. Then of course there are some gameplay rewards. So there are cap breakers. There is a max +1 badge perk. You can see some of these here. There is a VC or rep bonus multiplier that activates when your crew plays together. There's unlimited boosts, and there is much more. Like I said, there's 30 of these, and we're not going to spoil all of them, but there is much more that we're going to let you go see on your own. So Staxy, I'm going to change things around a little bit now. I need these rewards. And I will need you to let me into your crew. And you better not act like you don't know me when I ask you for an invite. And chat, we'll see if Stacks lets me in. Because if he doesn't, I'm gonna start my own crew and I'm gonna recruit a bunch of people to help me out because I need to get these 30 levels of rewards. But Stacks, hopefully you let me into your crew. Hopefully we know each other pretty well now. Hopefully you let me into your crew.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna have to think about it, man. 'Cause you was just trying to assemble a whole squad of people from the chat to come get me. You know, I'm gonna have to take a couple days to sleep on that, and then I'll get back to you.
If I'm in your crew, I won't do that to you. If I'm in your crew, I'll be on your side. But anyways.
All right. Okay, with that being said, man, next we got some new leaderboards. I've seen a lot of cool things going on with the leaderboards, things like that, Evan. So let's get a little bit more details about that too.
Yeah, we can slow this one down. We do want to celebrate your accomplishments throughout the city. So there are different types of leaderboards that track wins. And the first one is mode leaderboards. It's just like it sounds. These spotlight the players with the most wins into different modes like Park, Theater, Rec, Proving Grounds, Triple Threat Park, Starting 5, Ante Up. They'll have these little leaderboards right outside the entrance that show the people who have the most wins. And one of the coolest parts about these leaderboards is something that we actually talked about on the roadmap stream a couple of weeks back, which is that the leaderboards update daily, and then the number one ranked player gets a big 12-foot statue of themselves outside of that mode's building. And back then, a couple of weeks back, we couldn't show this off just yet, but now you can see it. I think it looks awesome. So this player here in this example has the most wins in the park. Every time somebody walks in, right outside that big reflective ball, when they walk in, they are going to see this person right outside the entrance, kind of flexing on them. So I think this is really cool. But we also do have new geo-ranked leaderboards. And just like the name sounds again, these are based on different geographical regions. So you can look to see where you're ranked in, maybe you're in the United States and you're not ranked that high in the entire country, but maybe you're in Minnesota. And actually in Minnesota, you happen to be a top 10 ranked player, something like that. And this does get shown off on your name or by your name during pregame intros. So we want you to all to be able to rep your homes as well as you're playing throughout the city. The last type of leaderboard is crew leaderboards, which are, again, they're based on wins to see which crews are the most dominant ones in the city, racking up wins in the different modes. But that's a recap of the new leaderboard. Hopefully now that we slowed it down, they make more sense to everybody to help you track your wins and who's on top of the leaderboard.
See, me, I'm gonna need one of those statues, man. I'm gonna have to get out there and start grinding a little bit. Cause the statue in front of the building, I'm not gonna lie, I need one of those eventually. We try to get one. I'm gonna see. Moving forward, we got the Pro-Am Summit. Let's get it.
Yeah, so Pro-Am, that is the place to go in the city if you want to form an organized team and play competitive matchup. So if you're new to NBA 2K, you didn't know that is what Pro-Am and what that mode is. And the dev team has built on that with this new Pro-Am Summit. It's 3v3 tournaments and 5v5 tournaments that happen every 3 weekends, meaning the first one is going to be around the second half of September. So if your team plays 10 Pro-Am games together in the 3 weeks leading up to each Pro-Am Summit, that is how you qualify to play in that weekend. And as you play, after every game, you will get a game score for your performance, and the high score of your top 5 performances will be added together on the leaderboard. And at the end of the Summit weekend, the top teams will each get very, very nice rewards to show off that you won. For bragging rights, some things like skill boosts as well. There are rewards there for winning the Pro-Am Summit as well. So if you have a team of 3s or 5s that you run with all the time, it is very easy to form a Pro-Am team. Just make sure you're playing in there in the 3 weeks leading up to each Summit, and then you'll be able to participate on these Pro-Am Summit weekends.
Perfect. I also seen that Proving Grounds is making a return. Let's get to that too, Evan. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, well, first off, Proving Grounds just looks great. Some of you may have seen the new logo and the collectible pins that we gave out at Community Day. Just want to plug that again. But we are, we're not in the Coliseum anymore. We're in like it's like a part boxing ring, part basketball court. That's how I would describe it at least. So there is a new environment. And there is a full crowd watching these games as well. And the other thing we want to mention about Proving Grounds is that the end of the season reward for the top ranked players has been updated. So you still get the animated banner to show off. But if you are top ranked at the end of the season, you will also now get 100,000 VC. And on top of that, you will get permanent unlimited skill boosts in one of the categories. And that category is going to rotate each season so that if you do get top ranked in multiple seasons, you are getting a new reward as well. So we're trying to make sure that there is more to play for to be top ranked in Proving Grounds, on top of just being able to play in that really cool new environment.
All right. Next up, this is something that I saw was new. Street Kings. I saw this while looking at the trailer. Very interested into what this could be.
Yeah. So as they explained, it is the evolution of street ball. And a lot of you really love street ball, right? The courts, the environments, they are always some of the best looking ones in the city since we introduced street ball. And it's also just some great way to get some park style games in against the CPU. So you can practice, you can grind your badges. Maybe you just need a break playing against other humans. Street ball is always there, and many of you really love that. And last year, there were 3 different street ball courts that were on like 3 different corners of the city. But this year, it is all part of Street King. You can either go there yourself, or you can grab 2 buddies. I can grab Stacks and go in, and we can do co-op against the different bosses in the Street Kings mode. And of course, it wouldn't be Street Kings if you didn't get some really unique rewards. And me personally, I think these are some of the most unique and visually cool rewards that I have seen so far. If you pay close attention to the video, you may see one of the rewards I'm talking about. It's like a bobblehead of Shaq that I thought was really cool when I first saw that. So that many other rewards are going to be there to earn in Street Kings. For everybody who has loved street ball, I'm pretty sure you're going to like Street Kings as well.
Perfect. Yeah, man. Street Kings look fire. I'm gonna definitely need the Shaq joint and any other stuff that's coming as well when it comes to Street Kings. Next up, we got challenges. There's new beginner, lifetime, and daily challenges now. So let's see what that's about.
So,
we got those beginner challenges just for you, by the way.
Yes, they are just for me. But these challenges are really about more things to do and more rewards to earn. That's the easiest way to summarize it. And there are 4 categories. So as Stacks mentioned, we've got beginner, daily, seasonal, and lifetime. And the beginner challenges, they are really for your first time in the city. So you'll check out the different game modes, go to your My Court and things like that. And even if you do know the game, see, Stacks is saying they are for me, but I'm going to do them because even if you do know the game, it is worth doing just to kind of familiarize yourself with everything in the city because it is different each year. So it is nice to do these beginner challenges just to kind of get a little tour of everything going on. But then we do have daily challenges. And these are 3 very quick challenges that you can complete in probably a game or 2 most of the time, to be honest. And if you do all 3, you will activate 1 hour of double rep. And on top of that, if you have the Pro Pass or the Hall of Fame Pass during the year, you get some additional bonus VC as well if you do all your daily challenges. So every day you go in, there are 3 new challenges that you could do. You can get double rep for an hour, and if you have the Season Pass, the Pro Pass or the Hall of Fame Pass, you could get some extra VC on top of that as well. The next one is lifetime challenges. And this is where the rewards get even better because you can earn VC, cap breakers, you can get Dash 2K shoes that makes you run faster. And there's also cosmetics that you can wear not just in the park in the city, but also in modes with uniform, like the rec, and cosmetics that you can wear in those modes as well. So there is a lot of good stuff here. There are 300 of these milestones. And as the name suggests, these do last for the lifetime of NBA 2K26. They don't reset. And honestly, I think many of you are just going to be playing and naturally unlocking many of these rewards passively, especially at the beginning. So hopefully you all find this to be a rewarding new feature. There's cap breakers and many rewards that I know you guys love in these lifetime challenges.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving forward, Evan, I feel like this might be one of the most slept on additions here. You have the swap build feature. And I will say this was definitely needed. There's always somebody pulling up. You about to hop on the play, pulling up with the wrong build by mistake. Go ahead and get your center, man. Stop playing. Go ahead and get that center, man. Stop playing. So let's get a little bit deeper into the new swap build feature.
I've been on both sides of what Stacks just said, and this is such a nice quality of life feature that we just wanted to show it again because everybody has been in that situation before. Whether you are in the same city or the same lobby as your squad, somebody needs to change their build, and in the past, they would have to back out of My Career, go all the way to the main menu, select that new build, go back into My Career, and then find your friend again in the city, right? Kind of time consuming. We want to get you playing basketball quicker. So as Eric showed off, with this new swap build feature, you can make that switch without leaving the city. and you don't leave your squad, you don't leave the server, it just switches in the other build that you want to use. And we are intentionally letting this video play on loop a couple times just to let you know how fast it is, because that is real gameplay. That is real capture of somebody on the PS5 using this feature. And in the time I've been talking, it probably looped maybe 5 or 6 times. I didn't count. But it is really fast, and it is like a massive quality of life upgrade that will improve your experience as well. So as Stack said, maybe an underrated feature that I think many of you are excited about Parks, and hopefully you don't miss that now we have the build swap feature as well.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and go get y'all centers, man. Stop playing. Y'all not point guards. Go get that center and do it quick, because y'all see how fast it can happen, man. Next up, let's talk about something we saw at Community Day a little bit, which is the mod court. It looks beautiful, brand new. I feel like we haven't had a mod court that looked like this. So yeah, let's break it down a little bit more.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, the mod court is your personal gym. So that is where you go to freestyle. You can do drills in there. There's a ball machine. You can practice your dribble moves, your jump shots. If you want to practice those new no dip quick catch and shoots, that is a good place to do it as well. It is your home, so you can practice either alone or you can kind of invite your friends over and you can play together. And this year there are new customization options. And I think this is one of the best looking mod courts, regardless of those customization options, just because it's got a nice aesthetic, but also just because you can bring up the full arena and court editor to design your floor. You can put your name on the baseline, you can customize the logos on the court, the basketball stanchions, all of that can be customized to personalize your mod court however you like, which is really nice to make sure your home is looking good, because a lot of you spend a lot of time in there practicing your shots, or maybe, you know, you need to, and making sure your timing is on point. So you just want to make sure that your mod court looks on point as well. That's the upgrades in the mod court this year, Stacks.
All right. Next up, it looks like we're gonna talk a little bit more about my career.